Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you might just change the way you see your situation forever. You're sitting there, feeling the weight of their betrayal pressing down on your shoulders. That hollow feeling in your chest, that bitter taste of disappointment, I know it well. Their betrayal came like a storm you never saw coming, destroying what you thought was unshakable. But here's something they didn't count on. Their betrayal will cost them everything, while it will transform you into something extraordinary. Think about it for a moment. When they chose to betray you, they thought they were writing your story's end. They believed they were dimming your light, breaking your spirit, maybe even destroying your future. But they made a fatal miscalculation. They didn't realize that betrayal, like fire, doesn't just destroy, it purifies. It strengthens. It forges something more powerful than what existed before. You see, while they're celebrating what they think is their victory, something remarkable is happening within you. Every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, every tear shed, these aren't signs of weakness. They're the sound of your spirit being reforged. They're the evidence of your character being strengthened. While they chose the easy path of deception, you're walking the harder road of dignity and integrity. Let me tell you what's really happening here. Their betrayal isn't just going to cost them your trust. It's going to cost them the privilege of witnessing your renaissance. Because that's what this is, a rebirth. Every time they wounded you, they unknowingly planted a seed of strength. Every lie they told became a reason for you to stand taller in your truth. Every moment of their deception became fuel for your transformation. You might not see it yet, but their betrayal has set in motion a chain of events that will reshape your entire world. While they're busy trying to justify their actions, you're quietly building something remarkable. While they're trapped in the web of their own deception, you're breaking free, spreading your wings, preparing to soar to heights they can't even imagine. Think about the greatest success stories in history. Behind many of them, you'll find a betrayal, a setback, a moment when someone said you can't or you won't. These weren't endpoints, they were launching pads. When they betrayed you, they didn't end your story. They just gave you the perfect plot twist for your comeback. Let's be clear about something. Their betrayal will cost them not because you're seeking revenge, but because that's how the universe works. Every action carries consequences. Every choice creates ripples. While you're growing stronger, learning resilience, building character, they're diminishing themselves. While you're expanding your capacity for truth and authenticity, they're shrinking into the shadow of their own deception. You see, betrayal doesn't just leave a mark on the betrayed. It fundamentally changes the betrayer. Every time they look in the mirror, they'll see someone who chose the easy way out. Every success they achieve will be hollow because they'll know it was built on broken trust. Every relationship they form will be haunted by the ghost of what they did to you. But you're different. You're turning this poison into medicine. You're alchemizing this pain into power. Every day you choose to rise above their betrayal, you're not just surviving. You're redefining what's possible. You're showing the world what real strength looks like. It's not about never falling. It's about rising every single time with your integrity intact. Remember this. The same forces that are testing you are teaching you. This betrayal isn't just showing you who they really are. It's revealing who you truly are. And who you are is someone who refuses to be diminished by someone else's darkness. Who you are is someone who chooses growth over grievance, resilience over resentment, power over pettiness. Their betrayal will cost them opportunities they can't even see yet. It will cost them relationships they haven't even formed. Because character isn't something you can turn on and off like a switch. The person who betrays once creates a crack in their own foundation, and that crack grows with time. While they're living in fear of their past catching up with them, you'll be creating a future so bright it makes their actions look like the desperate moves they really were. You might be wondering why this happened to you. But let me ask you something different. What if this happened for you? What if this betrayal is the universe's way of clearing your path of people who don't deserve to walk it with you? What if this pain is actually a portal to a level of strength you never knew you had? Look at yourself right now. Really look. Despite everything they've done, you're still here. Despite their attempts to break you, you're still standing. Despite their betrayal, your heart still beats with purpose, with passion, with potential. That's not just survival. That's evidence of your indomitable spirit. Their betrayal will cost them, but not because you're wasting energy plotting revenge. It will cost them because while they're stuck in the prison of their own making, you're building an empire of authenticity. While they're looking over their shoulder, wondering when their past will catch up with them, you're looking forward, creating a future that will make their betrayal look like the best thing that ever happened to you. You don't need to wish them ill. You don't need to hope for their downfall. The simple truth is that people who betray others betray themselves first. They show the world who they are, and the world remembers. While you're earning trust, building genuine connections, and creating real value, they're just adding another layer to their house of cards. Here's what you need to understand. Their betrayal might have wounded you, but it didn't weaken you. It exposed you to your own strength. It showed you what you're capable of enduring, and more importantly, what you're capable of becoming. Every day you choose to move forward with dignity. Every moment you choose growth over bitterness. You're not just healing, you're transcending. The cost of their betrayal isn't something you need to calculate or collect. It's built into the very fabric of existence. Every lie they told, every trust they broke, every moment of deception. It's all collecting interest in the universal bank of karma. And while that account grows, you're investing in yourself, in your growth, in your future. But here's the real truth. The truth they'll never understand until it's too late. Their betrayal isn't going to be a footnote in your story. It's going to be the chapter that precedes your greatest triumph. It's going to be the darkness that made your light shine brighter. It's going to be the resistance that built your strength. You don't need to worry about their karma or their consequences. The universe has a perfect accounting system, and no debt goes unpaid. Your job isn't to collect on their betrayal. It's to become so magnificent that their actions become irrelevant in the grand story of your life. Think about who you're becoming through this. Think about the wisdom you're gaining, the strength you're building, the resilience you're developing. Think about how this experience is teaching you to trust your instincts, to value your worth, to protect your peace. These aren't just lessons, they're superpowers. Their betrayal will cost them, but your transformation will reward you. Every step you take forward is a step toward a version of yourself that wouldn't exist without this challenge. Every tear you've shed is watering the garden of your future success. Every moment of pain is laying the foundation for a joy they can't even comprehend. So stand tall in your truth. Walk forward in your power. Let them have their temporary victory while you focus on your permanent evolution. Let them celebrate their moment while you build your legacy. Let them think they've written your ending while you're quietly crafting your epic beginning. Because here's the ultimate truth. Their betrayal isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your legend. It's not the period at the end of your sentence. It's the capital letter that starts your most powerful chapter. And one day, when you're standing in the full light of your success, when you're breathing the rare air of your achievements, you'll understand that their betrayal didn't break you. It broke you open. It didn't end you, it expanded you. It didn't diminish you, it defined you. Their betrayal will cost them everything they thought they'd gain, but it will give you something priceless. The unshakable knowledge of your own strength, the unwavering certainty of your own worth, and the unstoppable momentum of a spirit that refused to be broken. So rise. Rise not because they fell, but because you were always meant to soar. Rise not in spite of their betrayal, but because of who you've become in conquering it. Rise not for revenge, but for resurrection, the resurrection of your most powerful, authentic, unstoppable self. Let their betrayal be the boost that propels you to heights they can't imagine. Let their deception be the darkness that makes your light shine brighter. Let their actions be the resistance that builds your strength. Because in the end, their betrayal won't be remembered for what it cost them. It will be remembered for what it created in you. You are not just surviving their betrayal, you are transcending it. You're not just healing from their actions, you are harnessing them. You're not just moving past their deception, you are metamorphosing through it. And that transformation? That's the greatest power you possess. That's the truth they'll never understand until they see you soaring past every limitation they thought they placed on you. Their betrayal will cost them, but your triumph will inspire generations. So stand up, step forward, spread your wings. Your time isn't over, it's just beginning. And what a beginning it will be.